Hello, welcome to Digital Foreplay. I know, I'm all over the place. I told you to go one place and then I went somewhere else and well, here we are. So it is what it is. I just want to make sure that I'm doing it correctly. Okay. All right, so what we're going to talk about, right, is if polyamorous relationships are like so bad and taboo, why do so many women are comfortable being the side chick? I know you're saying side chick, polyamorous is not the same, but it is the same if you think about it. You got one man and two women fighting for his attention. I don't care if one is the main chick and the bottom bitch, the top bitch, whatever. At the end of the day, it's two women, one guy. So I want to talk about this. And if you've been in a polyamorous relationship before, I definitely want, to hear you chime in. I think that at the end of the day, people just need to be honest, be real with themselves. So we're going to talk about that, but also, we're ratchet. We go real deep here. So sex, dating, and relationships. We're also going to talk about the taboo topic of anal sex because so many times people, they say they're not into it, but you give them a little white Henny and anything is possible. So with that being said, Jesus, I want to talk about it. So yeah, let's get right into it. So now, a polyamorous relationship. Ladies, could you share your man with another woman? That's the question. I'm going to try to put my camera here so I want to answer the questions. Mel, stop it. Do not judge me here. I'm just saying it was little Henny and anything is possible. So with that being said, we do what we do. But yeah. Okay. So with that, okay. So nope. Okay. So you couldn't do it now, but what if he wanted to do it like, I don't want to say it's swingers because of swingers, you figure like you guys are doing it all the time. But what if it was just say for one night? If you were just doing it for one night. Mel said 2 fingers, I'm good. Okay. I'm just saying, you figure if some people they enjoy it. They like the freedom of it. So I'm just wondering like why people wouldn't. But before I even go into any let me say this too, because I just jumped right into it. So tonight's show is being sponsored by apparel clother, super dope K-Red, and the shirt, it says thought, right? The thought experience. But listen, don't think like, oh my God, hey Steve, don't think that I'm saying thought like I'm a thought. No, it's an acronym. Totally honest, openly transparent. And that is me. That is me to a T. I am so fucking transparent. It is just ridiculous. So, yes, totally honest, openly transparent. That's Keisha Green because it is what it is. And yes, big boobs. So, but anyway, hey, Johnny. So anyway, so tell me, ladies, Mel, you already gave your opinion. Would you join a polyamorous relationship? And while we're trying to get some females who would, the next question would be, is why are some women comfortable being in a relationship with another man who has another woman, meaning the side chick? Because at some point, she turned into the side chick. At one point they were dating, then they weren't, then they got into something kind of complicated, right? So I'm curious. I'd like to know that. Of course you do, Johnny. You're a man. I'm gonna take a sip. See, I apologize. We were having some technical difficulties earlier, but we're trying to get it all figured out and what have you. But we'll definitely be back on the other page by next week. But I didn't want to waste any time, so I wanted to get right to it. So thank you. Oh my goodness. He says, wait, are you now talking about the side chick or still being in a poly? I'm talking about both. Okay, there are women who are in poly relationships, right? But there are some women who are openly side chicks too. So with that being said, they say no to a poly relationship, but they openly accept being the side chick. I'm asking the question, what is the difference? What's the difference? And nobody can seem to tell me. So, Kahim, what's the difference? Is there a difference? Oh, one is willingly and one isn't. But what about when she finds out that he has a girlfriend, has a wife, and then she doesn't want to leave because she talks about, oh, I have feelings for him, I love him, this, that, and the third. What's the difference? So, like, come on. Let's be realistic here. Okay. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. So I'm just going to get these. Okay, so Kahim says, yes, I know a few. Their relationships are actually more solid than a lot of these monogamous relationships. Well, in some of those instances, I hate when people say it's more solid because they have an understanding, because they agreed to share. Because if we go by standards and, you know, what was instilled with, you know, in us, it said a man and a woman together, those two, that's it. No more, no less. So with that being said, you have to go, you have to go with that flow. So if I'm used to just being with one man, you can't now tell me that, okay, with this relationship is going to be another woman and I have to share him. But Kahim, you said this is their understanding and they're okay with this. So I'm trying to understand at what point did they get okay with this? Please tell me. Okay. Mr. Johnson, what is poly? Polyamorous relationships, meaning that it's a man and two women. They're sharing him. Or I guess it could be the other way around too. Couldn't it be, I guess if they were, like it was a homosexual or bisexual too. I guess it could be two men and one woman or vice versa. I don't know. Anybody want to give me some research on that? Tell me, because it's not my expertise. So I don't know and I don't want to offend. So please enlighten me, because I don't know. I'm not sure. But anyway, so Mr. Johnson, let me know. Would you be able to be in a poly relationship, meaning with two women? Because my question is, if women say that they wouldn't be in a poly relationship, why are they openly okay to be the side chick? See, it's like an open-ended question. So, okay. So Kahim says, not true. That was instilled in households based on religious beliefs or man and woman. Okay, so so are you saying it's a religious belief to be in a monogamous relationship? Kiana says yes, it would be two men and one woman. Thank you, Kiana. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, it could be either or. Some religions rely. Okay, wait a minute. So Kahim, you said some religions allow poly. What religion is this? Please. Okay, so Mr. K. Red himself is in the building. So he says that polyamory is one who enjoys multiple loving relationships. Okay, so it can be two men, two women, but more than one. We are all in agreement in. So how is it that the woman in the poly relationship is not jealous of the other woman, but the side chick is jealous of the wife? I'll wait. Look. I'll take a shot. While I'm waiting. Okay. All right. So K-Red says Islam. Okay. I know in Islam, they're saying that, they can have multiple wives. Okay. So I guess it would be the same thing. So is that where we're depriving this from? Okay. So poly sounds like a committed relationship. So being a side gives you the free reign to come and go when you want. Well, yeah, I guess. See, but that's the thing. You're saying come and go as you want. I don't think that she's really coming and going as she wants. I think that she's under the impression that she and him are in a relationship, but they're not. They're not in a relationship. Well, they are, kind of, sort of, but he's having sex with both women. So, okay, yeah, so he's having sex with both women. So I think that's where the confusion lies, because one of them believes that they're there is no other person. That's the side chick mentality. See, I'm like getting confused here. If they're in a relationship, if I'm with Joe, me and Joe believe we're together, then Joe goes and gets Jill. That's unbeknownst to me because I didn't want Joe. I didn't want Jill. I just wanted Joe. Get it? Am I making sense? Okay, so K-Red says, because 9 times out of 10, somebody don't know about somebody. Right, that's the thing. So you're saying, so these poly relationships are better because what? They put it all on the table from the get-go? Like, hey, I want Joe, but I want Jill too? Is that what we're saying is the reason why it's, that it's successful? Or is it successful because what happens to the feelings? That's what I want to talk about, the feelings. Because you're telling me Jill comes into this relationship knowing that it's going to be me, her, and him, and she's okay with this. Because I hear women say all the time they would never do it, and a woman who does a poly relationship, she has low self-esteem. So does anybody care to, dispute that? Tell me something good. Oh my goodness. Okay, Kiana said I'm going to slide in your inbox later. Can't give too much of my opinion without telling my business. Oh my goodness, Kiana, you've always been a free bird from many years ago. So I await. Please jump in my inbox, please. Okay, so poly is thoroughly honest and overly transparent. Oh, hence insert that shameless plug there. But yeah, but see, I think about it when you're saying it like that, it's thoroughly honest and overly transparent. I feel like that is me. I'm transparent and I'm very honest, and what I want, what I choose to engage into, anyone who deals with me understands that. That's just what it is. You can call it whatever you want, but it's my terms. It's on my terms always. Because as soon as it doesn't feel right to me, I'm out of there. Like, I'm not doing it. So it's not going to work. Okay, so, all right, so Mr. Johnson says that poly is knowing and accepting. Oh, so now you know what it is? Before you said you didn't know what it was. Now you know what it is. Okay, so K-Red, we do agree. Okay, so that's what it is. So is that the correct understanding? But at the same time, does it mean that I'm in a poly relationship right now with 2 people? No, I'm single. But I'm single to do whatever it is that I want to do, right? But it's on my terms. And I think that oftentimes, like when people describe, what I would describe myself is like a free bird. I don't like rules. I don't like to be put into your box of what you're going to say it is. I want to have fun. I want to enjoy life, and I want to be around good people. That's it. And if it's not bringing me a joy, smile, orgasm, who has time for it? I needed to bring me a smile or money or orgasm. All the rest of the stuff like kick rocks. I am just not beat. So yeah, exactly. Labels are for suckers, right? Woo-hoo. Navi Bear, look at you over here doing cartwheels. You little freak. Navi's a freak, but he's in the closet. So I like try to, pull him out every so often. So yeah, no labels at all. Okay, so let's get back to it. All right, so the poly chick, she doesn't mind sharing, but the regular chick does mind sharing. Is that what we're in agreement? Hello, Mark. So with that being said, should she have to engage? Does she have to engage in that type of activity? Does she have a right to get mad? Because I've heard situations where it started out poly, but she caught feelings, and now she feels some kind of way. And rightfully so, I guess, because she really liked him. So let me ask those poly people, what do? You're saying you're thoroughly open and honest, but what about the feelings? What about feelings? Because we're human. Like, what about the feelings? I think that we should talk about that. And I'm just going to take a shot out of them. Like this whole quarantine, like, football season. So we're going to pretend that football season is going to come, and I'm just going to take a shot out of my Cowboys. Come shot glass. A little white Henny didn't hurt anybody, right? So yeah, I think that we need to talk about that part. But nobody wants to talk about it. That's the crazy part. Nobody wants to talk about the simple fact being that there's feelings involved. What are they doing to suppress these feelings? Is it that they're out there having relationships with other people that they don't get too attached? Is that the remedy for a poly relationship? And what's the difference between poly and swingers? Can someone tell me that? Because in my mind, I think it's the same thing. No? Help me. I'm curious, like, what's the difference between swingers and people in a poly? Because you're sharing. Is it, I don't know. K-Red said it's hard to text as quick as you ask them. Because I got questions. I have questions, K-Red. I have a lot of questions. Okay, so, all right, Kiana says the remedy is total understanding. How, though? So what about the feelings, Kiana? What happens to the feelings so does she watch her man? Well, I guess it's their man. She watches their man have sex? Like, I don't understand. Make it make sense to me. I'm not trying to disrespect it. I just want to understand it. Mark says, I can't do it. I might catch feelings. Right? I think. Right? They said, I thought in a poly, those 3 people are committed to only the 3 people involved. I don't know. It seems like everybody has a different understanding for it. So please. Oh, no. Kiana says no. So they're not committed? K-Red says we have sex together. Okay, but are you... So my question is, K-Red, you have 2 women. You have sex with all 3 of them. Well, I mean, all 2 of them, with both of them. But what about if she wants to just have sex with you, one-on-one? What happens? Can you have sex with Jill without Susan getting mad? Is that the question? Am I asking it right? Because I still want to know, like, what about the feelings? Make it make sense to me. Okay, Carrie says you catch feelings when you cheating, but that don't stop shit. True, everybody's touching feelings. Okay, so Mark says she's enjoying him, enjoy himself. So what about the feelings? There's no feelings? She can. Okay. All right. So my next question is this. Me being the free bird that I am, right? So we got Joe and we got Jill in this poly situation. But what if I don't want them? What if I want something else? Then what? What does that make me? Because I don't want Joe and Jill tonight. I want Kevin. What is that? It's not a poly anymore? It's just me being sexually expressive? That's why I don't like labels. Because somebody will be like, ooh, Keisha, you freak. But is it a freak because I don't want them? I want him. It's just having options, right? Okay, Carrie says, can you have feelings for more than one person? Absolutely. I believe so. I've been in love with 2 people at the same time before. Haven't y'all? Am I telling too much? See that white Henny boy. Got me telling all the secrets. Let me take it back. It was only one person. It was only one person. It was only one person. Okay, so Corey says, so if we're a woman with 2 men, would your idea change? Yeah, but they're saying, Corey, they said that it can be 2 women. It can be 2 men with 1 woman. It can. Oh my goodness. You need to do a Zoom video chat. Oh my goodness. Yes. Speaking of that, what happened to you guys? I wanted to do After Dark with y'all tomorrow night, and y'all just flaked out and what have you. But we'll definitely get that. We'll definitely get it to, we'll get it going. It is postponed until a later date, but yes, it is coming. It is coming, and I need y'all to show out. Come on. All right, so, okay, so Carrie says everybody has a poly, they're just in denial. You know what? I think there's no real words been said tonight. I think that is definitely true because, ladies, how many times has it happened? you were dating someone or you liked someone and you thought that it was just about you and him, only to find out that it wasn't. He had somebody else. He might have had a wife. He might have had a girlfriend. He might have had another chick. Who knows? But you were not the only one. So I think so. It's kind of like this coronavirus. I work in healthcare. My doctor said one day, like, Keisha, we all had coronavirus before. We just didn't call it coronavirus. So it's kind of like that. You was in a poly situation. You just didn't know it. Okay, so Mark says you feel good. Your mates are enjoying. Oh, okay, so I don't catch any feelings that I want to make love to Joe, but Joe is making love to Jill, but I'm just sitting there on the side, like, with my drink, like, ooh, his dick is going in and out and it looks great. Like, is that how it goes down? And I'm not trying to be funny. I'm really asking, like, is this what it is? Okay, Mark says a relationship is an agreement set to terms and rules. The number of people don't matter. Okay, Carrie says you should have on a negligee doing this podcast. You threatening these people looking like the DA. Shut up. Shut your mouth, Carrie Wagner. Leave me alone. You just ruffle my feathers just because. Anyway, but I'm just curious, like, how does that work? Because I don't understand it, and I need to know. Let you find out what. Let you find out what you already know. Anyway, do some more demonstration. I'm not doing anything. I want to understand what happens to the feelings. Okay, so Mark says it's selfless. So you just turn the feelings off. So you never graduate. Okay, you know how you like someone and then you graduate to caring, then you graduate to loving them. So in a poly relationship, y'all just stay at the like stage. Y'all never graduate to the love. Me and you is me and you always, Carrie. Always, 7 times infinity. So, like, what happens? How does it? So y'all are never in love. I need to talk to somebody who's in a poly relationship that's in love, and I want them to tell me that they love her and him. Make it make sense to me. That's all. I just need it to make sense because I don't understand. And when you don't understand, you ask for clarity, and that's what I'm asking for. Right? Let me drink some more. I love you more, Carrie. I'm serious, though. I just want to understand it because it's not making sense to me. It's just like, it's weird in a sense. Because I guess I'm an emotional person, so I would be in my feelings, and I would be upset that they're not in their feelings, and I'm the only one in my feelings. You know? He said, me and you been poly. I guess so. That's what I'm saying. I guess unbeknownst, like, we were poly and we didn't even know it. Were we poly before it was cool to be poly? Or were we just people just enjoying what we enjoy? Oh my God, remember that time in Seattle? Oh yeah, maybe that was poly, Carrie. Remember that time in Seattle? I asked the dude, why'd he bring sand to the beach? What's going on? All right. Oh, shut your mouth, Carrie. Navi, you strike me as someone who's been in a poly relationship before. Please, let me know. How'd that work out for you? Okay. Mark says, okay, so if you drink, then you love different? I don't understand that. Isn't that what happened, Carrie? He brought sand to the beach. Was that not poly? Don't tell our business. All right. It's just between me and you. Me and you is me and you always, Carrie. So go. I won't talk anymore. I gotta get to the bottom here, and they're not giving up any information. So with that being said, so Mark says that there is love. When did it graduate to love? And if you love them, how are you sharing them? When you want all that love to yourself? Okay, anyway. Next topic, because y'all are like, it's like pulling teeth. Thank you, Carrie. It's like pulling teeth. So I had a viewer suggest that we talk about anal sex. Okay? Anal sex. How many people participate in this? Females, do you enjoy it? Fellas, do you enjoy it? What's the topic, Frankie baby? We're talking right now about anal sex. Just since you want to know, just jump right in. He said the game is to be sold, not told. Oh, typical freak answer. Want to make a profit. Okay, so Romaro says, hardly sounds like 3 people agreed on their relationship. I guess they did. Oh my goodness. I don't know. I guess they would have to. All right, so Navi says anal sex. Navi has left the chat. Okay, so Navi doesn't like it. Faith says I don't participate. Yeah, that's not my forte. To each its own. I guess, and this is gonna sound vulgar, right? But I mean, it is digital foreplay, so why not? Okay, so why are we having anal sex? Like when you can have sex, you can have sex in the vagina. But the guys say that no, it's tighter. Well, maybe you should stop fucking whores and you'd have a tighter box. I mean, that's just my suggestion, perhaps, right? I mean, if you want something tighter, then stop using something that's looser. I don't know. Okay, James says, no, I do not participate in anal. And then on top of it, okay, so a lot of men will say like, okay, they don't participate in anal sex because they're not gay. I don't think that having anal sex makes you gay. I know that's how gay men have sex, but I don't know, like, what is it that you're getting out of it? So someone please. Oh my goodness. Okay. Dwight jumping in both feet. I'm just, look, y'all all shaking your head. Which part had y'all shaking your head? Was it the part about stop sleeping with the whores or the anal sex? I think it was about sleeping with the whores, right? If you weren't sleeping with a whore, then you wouldn't have to worry about a loose box, right? Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, shout out to all the bitches with loose boxes. What do you want me to say? Yo, okay. Navi says it's a no. Okay, I'm just saying. Kiana, what I do? I mean, if that's what y'all want to do, I'm just. As always on Digital Foreplay, I need for y'all to make it make sense to me. And y'all don't be making it make sense to me, so how can I co-sign it? Okay? Like, Navi says, I'm not fucking you in the ass and you ain't fucking me in the ass. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. I guess. You don't have to. You really don't have to. It's not like, I'm just trying to understand it. Like, what is going on? I kind of figured that was the part that did it. I kind of figured that was what did it. Yeah, Faith. I didn't know because I'm trying to understand, like, because they'll say like they want it tighter, but what have you been having sex with? Because I mean, unless she's a whore, most women aren't priding themselves on having a loose box. So what's going on? Okay. Kiana said you should write down all these questions and hit you up later. Okay, I'll write them all down. I will. And Navi saying, eat your own booty hole. Who said, okay, how did we jump there? Like, okay, well, you know what? The whole booty hole thing, I think that was like, eat the groceries. I think that's what happened with that. So with that being said, it's like, what now? So now we want to stick it. We want to stick something there and we want to eat it. Look, I'm so confused. I'm done. But if you enjoy it, please, I would like to know, like, what do you enjoy about it? I'll just sit here and just drink. Right. Okay. Anyway, so So here's a question. So here's the tie-in. So the people in the poly relationships, are they having anal sex? Kiana? Oh, I'm sorry. I can't ask now. I gotta ask later. Well, somebody. So they're having anal sex? Like, um, okay. I don't know. Mark says ladies love a finger in the booty with the stiff dick in the box. Home run, slam dunk. Yo, did you really just say that, Mark? Okay. All right. So we gotta. All right. Inquiring minds want to know, right? Ladies, do you like a finger in the booty and a dick in the box? He says that's a slam dunk. Okay, come on. Tell me. It's just me and like my 4,000 Facebook friends. He said stop fronting. Me? You're asking me if I like that? I'm trying to think. The last time, like, did someone stick their finger? I don't think they did that. No. I would never consent to something like that. That makes me feel like, you know, a little weird. There, can I say that? It's, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, what happens? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just trying to understand. Okay. All right, so he said stop front. I already know what you like. How you know what I like, Mark? Okay, Frankie says they definitely do. How do y'all know? Is it something different? Like, something different that she told you this? Like, that's the question, fellas. Before y'all go and do this, rather you want to do anal sex, or you want to stick a finger in there. Has she verbalized this to you, or you are just assuming? Because that's a little weird, right? I don't know. Please tell me. I'm waiting. There's a spot up there. Navi, did she say it or not? Okay, Mark says it just kind of happens. How does it happen? Like, you guys are kissing and hugging and groping and touching each other, and then it's just like, oop, your fingers in her ass? Like, make it make sense. Okay, ask the ladies that enjoy anal sex. A bunch of men trying to explain as a joke. It's a joke. They won't run. No females are coming on to say that they enjoy it. So I have to get my answers somewhere. So this is all I have to work with, you know? So I don't know. Ron, do you enjoy anal sex? And I don't mean like in the sense of like receiving it. Do you like giving it? Mark says, if it work on Tuesday, try again on Saturday. Oh my goodness. Navi says she screams, I can't. Dwight says, so if he hit in the box and puts the thumb in the sneak tip, is that a deal breaker? I can't. Okay, so Frankie says the freak groups that he's in, that's all they talk about. Okay, but you're saying, Frankie, you're personally not putting your finger there. Okay, well, you do know if you put your finger there, you can wash your hands afterwards, right? Put some hand sanitizer on it too, perhaps. I mean, it's Corona season. Okay, so you like doing it. Okay. Do you ask her or do you just do it, Ron? Okay. Faye says, I was recently introduced to that and I can't lie. I did like it, yet I don't participate in anal. Okay. There you have it. So, okay. All right. So now, Faith, since you're the only female that stepped up, now we got to ask you. Did he tell you he was going to do it or did he just do it? Okay. Okay. Okay, Ron says it's definitely a two-way street. Yeah, because I'm trying to understand it. And so, I mean, obviously, the fella, his dick is hard. His dick is hard and he's gonna come. So what is she getting out of it? Is it a better orgasm? I need a woman who enjoys anal sex to answer this question. You fellas can't tell me what she's feeling. I need a female, okay? Okay, Navi says she probably Nike'd it. Oh my God, shut up. Shut your mouth. Okay, all right, Faith said he just did it. Okay. Oh, look, Navi, he Nike'd it. I won't look at the Nike logo the same anymore. Like, seriously, okay, wow. All right, this is cool. This is definitely cool. Okay, so he just did it. But that's interesting though. How does he know that she's gonna like it? That's a risk, because what if you would have screamed like, or said, stop, what the fuck are you doing? That could have killed the whole mood. So that's a real gamble. Okay, so Frankie says, hell, I didn't dine out on pussy till I was 25, but I definitely ain't feeling the plan with the ass. All right, cool. Frankie, how old are you? Kahim says, I asked because they got to be prepared. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm just like, I'm in awe here. This is very interesting. I'm always learning something new on digital foreplay. It's not just all fuckery and shenanigans. Oh my goodness. Mark said, Faith, come to the altar, speak to the children. He said, come to the altar. I'm done. Okay, 39. Oh, you're still a baby. You have so much more fun to have. Look, how you said, plus I'm not trying to get punched in the face. Stop it. Look, I say 39 is a baby like I'm so much older. I'm 44. So it's like, I'm still young. There's so much stuff that I guess that I'm supposed to experience as well, right? And you know what though? I'll say this. I don't know if you're a late bloomer, but I look at myself as a late bloomer, because when people were out, like, you know, being young, going to Greek fests and all of that stuff, doing our Freakniks, Bike Week, I was like in a relationship, and like I had been in a relationship for, you figure, from 21 to like 36. I was in a relationship. I was married. So like once I was divorced and everything, like the game had changed. Like it changed a lot. So I was very clueless and naive to a lot of things. I'm still like, some of the stuff that I hear that my female friends go through, or just even some of the stuff that guys say to me, like, I'm just like, really? You know, sometimes I even have to ask, like, does that line work? So I can't imagine a guy just saying to me like, hey, we're kissing and we're making out, and he's like, do you mind if I stick my finger in your ass? Just like, if I have to think about it, then isn't it going to be no, right? I need help. He said you lost your mind, huh? I didn't lose my mind, but I felt that I had to catch up. There was so much that I needed to see and do, but I didn't do anything. Like, cause I still felt like I still had, like, I think it was in the mentality that I was married, but I wasn't married. So it was like, you didn't want to like spread yourself thin, you know? I don't know. Okay. Okay, Navi, what you mean that's not how it goes? How does it go then? Okay, so Kahim says not at all the time, because that could have been something that you were thinking about but uncomfortable to say. Uncomfortable to say what? Like, I want him to stick his finger in my ass? I don't know. For me to say to the guy to stick his finger in my ass, I would have had to have had a finger in my ass before to like it, to say do it again. Correct? I didn't just say, ooh, I wonder what a finger in the ass feels like. I mean, come on. Okay, so Frankie, so the times that you did put it in her ass, she asked you to. No, there's a first time for everything. Yeah, but if there's a first time, you gotta keep going, especially if you like it. That's all I'm saying. Ron says there are physical things that cause women to love it. Once they discover it, they rarely stop. Okay. All right. Kahim says, so you could have wanted to experiment with it, but never tried. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. You get caught up in the moment. Yeah, you get caught up in the moment. I'm trying to think, like, did like the guy put his finger in my ass? No, he didn't. Now it's all weird. So now what happens? The next time you want to do the oochie coochie, you're like, ooh, put your finger in my ass? Like, is that how that works? Why were you nervous? You thought you were gonna hurt her? Frankie said, I was nervous. She wanted you to put your finger in her ass, but you're nervous. I think if anything, she should have been nervous, because how did she know that you was just gonna stop with a finger? You might have, you pulled out your dick and tried to like ram it in there. Like, but it's did your ass just say oochie coochie? I can't. You guys are hilarious. Did you just say oochie coochie? I did. I did. I'm sorry. What's the word I should be saying? Oh, Freaky said I got long nails. Well, you better cut those shits. So we can't say oochie coochie? Shot. I don't know. We're not allowed to say that? Well, I have pretty big hands and long fingers, so you better be prepared. Okay. If you've been intimate, Kiana says if you've been intimate with someone long enough, you know what their freak number is. Okay. I can agree with that. You kind of know what they like and what they don't like. Okay. I guess so. Mark says you lift your ass up and say, stick it in, daddy. I can't. Okay. Ron says women have ideas and control of their own, so it's not always just, them. Dwight says, maybe I missed it coming in late to the conversation. Have you had a finger in your ass and did you like it? Are you asking me, Dwight? Have I had a finger in my ass and do I like it? Like, really? Dwight, how long have I known you? I don't know, 15 years, maybe 16? And you're just asking me that question now? Go somewhere. Stop it. Oh my God, Frankie said, that's what the chick said to you, for real? That you had long nails? Okay, so Kaim says, well, if you have been open and honest, you should know what someone is into and what they're not. Absolutely. I agree. I agree with that. Yeah, I think you know what buttons to push. You know exactly what to do. It's just like a woman who's going to give a blowjob. Some men want you to massage the balls. Some people don't want you to touch them. Some people want you a wet, sloppy blowjob. They want you to spit on it. Everybody has their thing that makes it enjoyable. Just like when a man who's going down on a woman. Okay, some women might just want you to pay attention to the clit. The other woman might just want you to like go all the way in, or just make it wet and sloppy. It's all different things. I think you have to find out with the person that you're intimate with what y'all you like and don't like, and you have to be able to communicate, because if you don't like it, there's no need of sitting there pretending. I think so. Oh my goodness. She said, nah, stick your finger in my ass, daddy. Oh, well, damn. I don't even know what to say to that. Like, yes, I do agree with you there, Mark. A relationship is about discovering with your partner, discovering what you like, and if you might discover certain things together. I was like, I remember going to a passion party back in the day, and I saw they had anal beads, and I was like, what the hell are anal beads? Like, I didn't understand it. And so, she's explaining to, it's to heighten up your orgasms, this, that, and the third. And I'm thinking like, oh my God, people are really going to like buy it. People are going to buy this and use it. And sure enough, the women there were buying it up, and it was like, this will heighten your orgasm. So I'm like, holy cow. And I mean, people use them. Yeah, so yeah. I could imagine, Frankie, you probably was like, oh shit, you didn't know what to say. Yeah, I think that you just have to ultimately what this all comes down to, even like going back to the poly conversation at the beginning and talking about anal sex now. This all has to do with effective communication. If you guys are shy about certain things, then y'all shouldn't be having sex, because I should be able to come to the person that I'm having sex with and tell you what I like and what I do not like. And if you're offended by it, then you need to grow up and you're obviously not the person I should be having sex with. Point blank period. Men are often, they're selfish in a sense, where it's like, they just want a blowjob. There are some unselfish men who are like, they want to please the woman. But as of lately, like, just as a single woman dating, men are selfish. Like, and I'm not saying that they're totally selfish, but selfish in the degree of like they're out for self first. Whatever self is, whatever that is, it's not necessarily talking about a blowjob or whatever, but they're selfish, or they've been coddled as a coddled, and they're just big kids. So yeah. Okay, wow. Well, wait, Kaheem says women are selfish as hell. They're selfish, but men are just as selfish, if not more. Like, they've been babied, and so all they want, they want. It's like, oh, I'm not going to eat pussy unless you suck my dick. Why don't you eat my pussy first, and maybe you'll see if I suck your dick. And even if I don't, just do it. Like, it's weird. Like, a handful of men, like, I could say, like, in my dating, like, a handful of men will just do it. The other half are just like, well, if you do this first. It's like a bartering system. It's like, I'm not bartering with you, like, blowjob for eating pussy. Like, come on. All right. So Mark says, if you like your clit stimulated and deep penetration at the same time, try the third input. Go away. Just go away, Mark. I sure don't, Kaheem. I don't think it makes it sound selfish. I'm just saying that, like, some men are giving, and some men, you got givers and you have takers, and there's a lot of takers there. I'm not saying that there's no givers out there, but there's a lot of takers. That's all. So, I don't know. What do you think? I'm trying to understand it. Oh, Navi says, if you have to barter a blowjob, she don't like you like that. I'm just saying, like, because there's some people who, like, they won't. It's like, he's not going to eat pussy unless she sucks his dick. And I'm just like, huh? Like, I thought that when it's time to be intimate, it's about pleasuring the person. You want to be pleasured, so you want to pleasure them too. So you both are unselfish. But it seems that there are a lot more men who want what they want. I agree with you, Kiana. True intimacy is unselfish. Like, it should be about two people coming together who want to experience that sexual utopia. Right? Anyone that said that bullshit is childish as hell. But see, that's when you say, anyone that say it is childish. But I'm trying to tell you, as a single woman dating in 2020, 2019, I've been single since like 2018. You have conversations with men. I talk to men. Hell, I do digital foreplay. I ask these questions all day on Facebook, and y'all read the comments. These dudes, they're not ever, what are we all laughing at? We all laugh at the comments, right? We're laughing at the guys who come over there and say what they say, and they're dead ass serious. They're selfish. They're not trying to please you. They're there they want a dick suck. And isn't this why we all laugh at the guys and we shake our heads, ladies? Come on. We done had conversations about what we see over here on digital foreplay. So it's right there. Hell, it's the truth. Okay, so Kaheem says, as a single male, I have heard the same thing from females. Heard that same thing. Yeah, like, it's just like, they want what they want. And then it's like, suck my dick first, then I'll think about pleasing you. It's like, huh? How, Sway? How we doing this? Okay. I'm sorry, Navi Bear. It is offensive. That year when Roro came. Look, and for anybody who was having a crappy sex life, Corona said, fuck yourself with your sex life. Fuck your sex life. You're not doing anything. Because if you do something now, it might kill you. Y'all was worried about HIV. Nah, you got to worry about Roro. So, yeah. Okay, so Kiana says, a 69 and no one gets left out. True. That's the way that everybody gets a piece of the pie there. But, again, the guy has to be open for it. You know, some guys, they'll say like they want a 69, but they're not going to do a 69 because they rather lay back, put their head on a pillow, and get a blowjob. And so, like, and then, you know, you want, as sometimes women, we're pleasers. So we want to please him. So it's like, oh, okay. You'll go ahead and have sex. You know, you'll go and perform oral sex on him because you're like, oh, I'm going to please him and he's going to eventually please me. Nope, honey, he doesn't please you. He's just there for that. That's what happens. Navi says, I'm just going to have to die. Oh, my God. Frankie says, but it's okay to dine out first and then hope she top you. I don't know, Miss Green. Well, I'm just thinking, like, you can, okay, so like Kiana said, like you can 69 and you can definitely have, you can both get what you want out of it. But at the end of the day, what if that doesn't happen? Somebody's going to want it. Somebody's going to want what they want. Now, she can lay there on the couch and put her legs up and allude to the fact that she wants him to go down on her. Or, like, oh my God, remember the story I told you when the season first started up, for y'all who might just tuned in? So it was a date. The date was great. We had great conversation. We're walking back out to our cars to part ways, to get back on the parkway and go on our separate, different destinations. But we sat in the car. I forgot what we went to. We were sitting in my car. Oh, he used to make mixed CDs. Remember people used to make CDs, to make mixed CDs or something. So he had a CD. He wanted me to listen. So I'm listening to it. And we had just ate. So he started fixing his pants. I thought like he was fixing his pants. Maybe he ate a lot or whatever the case may be. He unbuttoned his pants and everything. And he was like, you mind giving me a little head before I get on the parkway? See, like, where was that? Like, who says that? That's like the bullshit. But again, that's selfish because we just had a wonderful evening. We just had dinner. We had great conversation, great drinks. Now it's time to go home. And that's not enough for him. He wants a blowjob in the front seat of my Jeep. Well, it wasn't a Jeep, my Ford Explorer truck. But still, like, that's selfish. Hey, Jeff, how you doing? So, right, like, wait, how you say, wait, damn, my man said you paying for this dinner. Yeah, like, that's how I felt. Like, so, furthermore, I could have paid for my own meal. And secondly, I'm not giving you a blowjob in my car. Like, fuck that. Mark says, shoot the shot. That's bullshit. That's selfish. So women, because they've been mistreated by men like that or other types of selfish men, they when they finally get a guy, they don't know. They don't know what to expect because it's like, is he going to eat the box? Do I have to suck his dick first before I eat the box? How do I tell him, well, let's do a 69 so we both get it? Or how does this work? Because I don't want to plan it. How do you plan intimacy? I think it should just happen. You know? Oh my God, you said Parkway, Paul, Navi, go to bed. Go to bed. I'm lost. I'm totally lost. Like, anyway, so on that note, I can't. My man said dinner dick is on the menu. The hell it's not. And I never talked to him again. I swear to God, I can't even remember what his name was. Oh my goodness. Look, Kiana said, I got questions. What kind of conversations are you having before you are intimate? Yes, you know what? That's a good question. I think that for the most part, a lot of people are talking. They are having conversations, but they're just not asking the right questions. They're not asking the right questions because if you were asking the right questions, you would know, okay, well, he doesn't eat pussy. She doesn't suck dick. He doesn't want a 69. She doesn't swallow this, that, whatever. Navi says, give me head today and I'll gladly eat you on Tuesday. Yeah, that's how I felt. Like, okay, so we just had dinner and you think I'm going to give you a blowjob in my car? Like, where they do that at? Like, I'm just like, what? I'm going to throw up in my mouth. Like, right now. Okay, this is the one that pulled it out, right? Yes, remember, Frankie, I told this story at the beginning of the season on Digital Foreplay. Yeah, he pulled his dick out. Like, he wanted like a blowjob. And it's like, dude, like, this was like eons ago. Like, I'm not sucking your dick in my car. You don't get the fuck out of my car. Like, what? I don't understand. Okay. Obviously, that situation was to do what you want. I'm just saying, like, I mean, but again, going back to, you're saying, Kaheem, that that women are selfish. Men are just as selfish. They're very selfish. And if you don't put your foot down and, I guess, demand what it is that you want, you're always going to be at a disadvantage, in my opinion. You know? That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. That was crazy, though, right? Like, so... I mean, because imagine me going out to dinner with a guy and we're in his car and I pull my pants down like, you want to eat this pussy before you get on the parkway? Like, what? Mark says something is total wrong when you get to the point that sex is going to happen. Go fuck. It's just, yes, totally agree with you. It's just a change in the society. Yeah, I don't know. Let her ride your face so she can see. Just saying, y'all are off the hook. I told you you were a freak, Navi. He's sitting over there acting all innocent. Like, cut it out. You're a freak. And this confirmed it. Okay, I would have to oblige depending on the woman. I'm just saying, my whole point is this. I would not have asked him. I would not have gotten to a man's car and just assumed because we just had dinner that he's going to eat my pussy. Like, I'm not going to assume that. That's all. That's just, whatever. But as always, it's that time, y'all. I've enjoyed you immensely here on Digital Foreplay. I apologize for the technical difficulties that I was having. Hopefully next week it'll be better. But until then, you guys stay healthy. Don't get that ro-ro, and have good sex, have great sex, and don't forget to communicate what it is that you want, right? Because if you don't say what you want, then you can't complain if you don't get it, right? Okay, good. So that's it. Good night.